for ideas, and back came a stack of suggestions for experiments. So he wrote to him that what should I do, and he gave him lots of replies that you should try doing this kinds of experiment. Those kept Brett busy all through high school and led a prize project in county and international science fair. So he started winning. For his 8th grade, now he is in the 8th standard project, Brett tried to find the cause of viral disease that kills nearly all monarch caterpillars every few years. See, when he was in standard 9, 8, see the hunger to achieve something. At that time he was discovering that the caterpillar, as we know that butterfly first it is a caterpillar, then it develops into a butterfly. So he was trying to find the disease that killed that caterpillar before becoming a butterfly. There was a disease in those caterpillars. There was a he tried to find out that viral disease at that very young age. Ibrahim thought that the disease might be carried by a beetle, and he thought that this disease, whatever it is in the caterpillar, it comes through a beetle, that is a kind of a small insect. He tried raising caterpillars in the presence of beetles. See, just try to understand what he did at a very young age. So what did he do? He when he thought that, as today we know that the COVID-19 virus, we know it occurs due to the virus, that is the coronavirus. So and when the virus enters your body, it affects you. In the same way, there was a disease which affected the caterpillars, and it was said that that disease comes through a beetle, that is the other insect. So what did he do? He kept those caterpillars and beetles together, trying to find out that if these both stay together, will the disease occur in the caterpillar. That was his idea, to find out. Raising caterpillars in the presence of beetle. I didn't get any real result, and he says that he did not get any result. He said, but I went ahead and showed that I had tried the experiment. This time I won, and it was a good project that got him his prize. So we don't even think about these things, and he actually had done the experiment about it. So obviously it was something very unique, and he won the prize. The next year his science fair project was teasing the theory that viceroy butterflies copy monarch. Now this is the other species of the butterfly, that is known as the viceroy butterflies, and he was working on the other species, that is the monarch butterflies. And he said that this viceroy butterflies copy the monarch butterflies. Why? There was a reason. In nature too, as we know that is known as a camouflage. Things, nature's insects, animals, they do copy lots of these fish and the other species. They do try to copy the other creatures which are a bit more powerful to them. So they try to copy them to save themselves, to get protected, and this happens in nature also. So this was what he found out, that this special species of butterflies copies the other butterfly. So what did he do? Butterflies copy monarch. The theory was that viceroy looks like monarchs, and the thing was that both the butterflies had lots of similarity. They looked alike because monarch don't taste good to birds. Now monarch butterflies were saved because it was said that the birds did not like to eat them, maybe due to the taste. We don't know, because we have not tried eating any of the butterflies, so we don't know the taste. But the birds didn't like the taste of the monarch butterflies. Viceroy, on the other hand, do taste good, but the other butterfly, which is the viceroy butterfly, the taste of that butterfly was really very good. So what was the technique for the viceroy butterflies? To look like monarch butterflies so that the birds won't eat. See, insect, animals, birds, they too have intelligence. They are also very intelligent. How can a small butterfly understand that if I look like certain kind of butterfly, birds will not eat me. So I'll save myself. So this really happens, and see, experiments have been done. It's not just fake, it's real. So the other butterflies were not tasty, and the viceroy butterflies were tasty. So what did the viceroy butterfly do? They tried to look like the monarch butterfly, so that the bird, when it will come to eat it, it will think that it's a monarch butterfly according to its appearance, and it will not eat, so it can save its life. So you can understand these things are also very intelligent. So more they look like monarch, and less likely they are to become a bird's dinner. So it cannot, the bird won't eat it. Ebright's project was to see whether in fact the birds would eat monarch. Now he was the new experiment that he wanted to do was that the birds would eat monarchs. He found that a starling would not eat. Starling is a bird. Starling would not eat ordinary bird food. It would eat all the monarchs if it could get. Now starling is a bird which, if she gets butterflies to eat, it will not eat anything. It will not eat any of the other kind of things. It will only eat those butterflies. So for monarch butterfly, the starling bird was really a very dangerous bird, because it could always eat all of them. He found that a starling would not eat ordinary bird food. It would eat all the monarchs it could get. Ebright said later research by other people showed that viceroy probably copied the monarch. That is done, that it copied the monarch butterfly. This project was placed first in the zoology division and third overall in the country science fair. Just imagine, he received third prize is his project of science fair, and his project won the third prize in the entire country, not in the school, not in the district, not in the state, but in the entire country. He won the project. His project won the third place. That was also too much. In his second year in high school, Richard Bright began to research that led to his discovery of an unknown insect hormone. Indirectly, it also led to his new theory on the life of cells. His main work that he says was the working about the cell. We all know what cells are. In human body we do have cells. So now, as he kept on going, his theory also became more and more complex, and now he was working on the new theory of the life of cells, how cells work. The question he tried to answer was simple: what is the purpose of 12 tiny gold spots on a monarch pupa? Now the theory that he was working, see how difficult it is, because these things are really very small. So you have to be very careful about noticing the difference. And here what he says, that what is the purpose, the 12 tiny gold spots on a monarch pupa. Now he said that there are 12 tiny gold spots, means dots, on the wings of the on the pupa of the monarch butterfly. So what are the use of this 12 gold dots or spots? How difficult it is. We just take it for granted that it is just for decoration, it looks nice, that's why nature has created. No, everything has a reason. Nature has given all the things to all creatures with a very specific and an important reason. So he understood this, that why are these spots, so he wanted to know. Everyone assumed the spots were just ornamental. See, just like us, everybody thought that those spots were ornamental, means just for show, to look good, nothing else. Ebrard said, but Dr. Urquhart didn't believe it. To find the answer, Ebrard and mother, excellent science student, first had to build a device that shows that the spots were producing a hormone necessary for the butterfly's full development. See, now those spots were used, actually the purpose of those spots was that the butterfly could develop, means it produced a hormone which helped in its growth, in its look, in everything, every part of the body. So those were not just decorative spots, but they were they played a very important role in the butterfly's life. This project won a bright first prize in the country fair. See, just he was not satisfied with the third prize. So next time he created more complex research and this time he was the first in the country fair. In the entire country, his experiment was the first. And entry into the International Science and Engineering Fair. From there, obviously, after the country, whenever you win, you have to go international. So he now, the doors were open for him to enter the International Science Fair and the Engineering Fair. There he won third place for zoology, just imagine. And in International Fair also he won the third spot. Means in international we can imagine there are lots of other countries participating and there you have to contest among those countries. He also got a chance to work during the summer in the entomology laboratory of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. As a high school junior, Richard Ebright continued his advanced experiments on the monarch pupa. Yet he continued his experiment on that monarch pupa. This year, his project won first place in the International Science Fair. See, he's just getting better and better. From the day that he lost in the school, he didn't win any prize. From that day onwards, he decided and he started working hard, and then he won the school competition. After that, the state. After that, the country. After that, the international also he participated, and his project won the first prize in the International Science Fair, means where he competed with lots of other countries and gave him another chance to work in the army laboratory during the summer. So that was where he got to show his own colors. He had a chance to work in the army's laboratory during the summer. A great achievement for him. In the senior years, he went to a step further. He grew cells from the monarch wing in a culture and showed that the cell would divide and develop into normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed the hormone from the gold spot. See how difficult for us even to understand. And here he says that now he started developing and now he started working on that. He was still interested in those spots that the butterfly had in its wing. And what were those? He started, first of all, cells would divide and develop into normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed the hormones from the gold spot. See, if the butterfly would not develop itself, if those gold spots, these hormones from the gold spots did not enter the butterfly from the pupa itself, it would not develop into the butterfly. So those spots were so necessary and so important that he discovered. That project won first place for zoology at the International Fair. And this is the difference between the viceroy butterfly and the monarch. They don't look much different, but the monarchs do copy, the viceroy do copy the monarch butterflies, and they try to look just like the monarch butterflies. So this is what happens, and this time the project won his first place for the zoology in the International Fair, and this time the project won in the International Fair again in the zoology department. That is where you have to study about animals and insects. Zoology is a different branch from the science, and there you need to study about all the animals and the insect life, everything. He spent the summer after graduation, means after the graduation, after he had completed the college, after the summer graduation, doing further work for the Army laboratory and at the laboratory of the US Department of Agriculture. So now he started working where? At the laboratory of the US Department and the Agriculture. He started working there. Still he was going through his research, he did not stop. He discovered, see, these many things which were discovered by him, which he experimented and found out about the butterflies, up till now nobody had done. That you have to keep in mind. These were not the second hand research. These were the research which were done for the very first time. And that's why it is more important for us to understand that he discovered something which was never done before. Nobody was much interested in a butterfly and to find out what are the spots, which birds like to eat them, which other species try to copy them, how they develop, how the eggs develop into a pupa, larva, and then into a butterfly. And it is a really, the butterflies when they are born, it is really a very, very unique way in which they are born. From a caterpillar, I have told species. But being a caterpillar and being a butterfly, there is lots and lots of transformation, because a butterfly looks very, very different from the when it is a caterpillar. So this is that's why also that the butterflies are really very, very unique creatures. So here we'll just take a break and then we'll continue in the next lecture, and we'll continue with the chapter. We'll end the chapter in the next lecture. Thank you for being with me.